Good morning. You notice when I start my videos off, I usually say, so, and then I say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But I wanted to just share some information with everybody. And I just want to thank everybody for looking at my YouTube videos. And, just take the time to just look at my videos and, you view them. It really helps with my YouTube. And, it just let me know that when you create reels, which reels are videos to either show people how to do something or show a part of your life, how it really impacts social media and just a person's life. So what I wanted to talk about was COVID-19 and how serious it is and how I end up catching COVID. And I was able to beat COVID, and I just thank God so much because COVID is a virus that people have been dying from. You'll have people that at first their body feel normal, and then the very next day or a couple of hours they're in the hospital and they're dead. I can remember a couple of things before I get into the story. I can remember I look at this girl YouTube, and her YouTube is Lovely T, and she was explaining when coronavirus first came to Wuhan, China, and she has a lot of subscribers from all over the world, and it was people that were her subscribers that lived in China that were showing her different videos of people just dead on the ground in the hospital. And what they were saying to her is they were sending her these videos, but they wanted to remain anonymous because in different countries it's different laws, and they have different restrictions on how they control the people that live in those countries. So these people were reaching out to Lovely T to show her how bad it was, and this was before it hit the United States. Then shortly after that, it hit the United States. And I can remember when it first hit the United States, how people were dying so bad that they were not even able to see their loved ones before they passed. So just imagine you're getting ready to die, and you can't even see your loved ones. They can't even be in the same room as you, because that's how bad the coronavirus was at the time. I mean, it was like no one knew what they could do to control this, So I'm going to go ahead and explain my story. I just want to give a little backstory of the coronavirus. And I remember looking at those old videos like, oh my God, this shit is serious. So anyway, it was my birthday weekend. And what was so interesting about my birthday weekend is that my high school was having their homecoming reunion, which is something really big. I went to Dillard High School. Dillard High School is a school with so much tradition. It's over 100 years old. So you got people all over the world come to Dillard High School homecoming. But what was so interesting about Dillard's High School homecoming this year is it was earlier than it normally would be. And the weather was extremely terrible. You still had the classes that were able to tailgate, but it rained throughout the whole day. So I was able to go to the game, but it rained so bad that I had to wait. And then my umbrella broke. It was me, my daughter, my cousin, my auntie, and my mother, my nieces and nephews, my niece and my nephew, and my little cousin, which is my cousin's daughter. So we went to the game, okay? Now, once we went to the game, my auntie and my mom, they wanted to hang out, but, I was telling my mom and my auntie, and we were kind of figuring it out, like, this will not be a good day because of the weather, and we'll just go out some other time. But I told my auntie that I'm willing to go out next time because I wanted to do something, but the weather was just terrible. So that was on Friday night. So Saturday we didn't go anywhere. But Sunday we decided to go to two places, okay? We went to three places. We went to Oswald Park, and we just sat there and chilled. And once again, the weather was terrible, so it started raining. We had to move from one location to the next and go under the pavilion. Then after we went to Oswald, then I don't remember who said let's go here, but I think my auntie was saying, you know what, let's see how Smitty's is. And Smitty's is a black establishment. It's a restaurant, and depending on certain days, it turns more into like a club environment. So I decided, okay, we're gonna go ahead and go. And it was really nice because I was able to see a lot of my high school classmates and people that I hadn't seen in years, you know. So I was just having a good time, and I really enjoyed myself. So right after that, now these are the people that went out with us. It was me, my mother, my auntie, and two of my friends, which they're family friends. I've been knowing them since I've been a child. Okay, so we went to Smitty's. Smitty's was very nice. After we left Smitty's, we decided we wanted to go to Brittany's. Now, let me go ahead and tell you that Smitty's is a restaurant, but they have an outside. So when I was at Smitty's, I was majority, you know, it's the outside establishment. So you have the inside and then you have the outside, and they're able to open up the outside so you can pretty much like enjoy yourself. You'll have to go to Smitty's to see how it is, but it's usually really packed. So after that, we decided to go to Brittany's. So my auntie and my friend, I'm not going to say her name, but she decided that she didn't want to go to Brittany's. So it was me, my mom, and my friend's mother, which is also a family friend of mine. So we went to Smitty's, and we left Smitty's and we went to Brittany's. Now, Brittany's was a closed-in environment. It wasn't a lot of people in there. And I had saw one of my old pals from a while back. And, you know, it was so cool because, I mean, we weren't close up on each other like that. You know, we were just, hi, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time, yada, yada, yada. And after that, the very next day, my friend called. And my friend was explaining to me that, you know, it was something wrong. And my friend felt that it was just a normal head cold. So, of course, you know, I know how to, you know, drink tea, make tea, ginger, all of these different things. So I was explaining to my friend, you know, just do this. You'll be all right. So the next day I went into my job, and my friend called me that night, and my friend told me, he said, I think something is wrong, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take the test to make sure it's okay. When it took the test and found out that it was COVID. So when I went to work the very next day, I spoke to my coworker, and my coworker experienced COVID as well. So I was just explaining, like, well, how do you feel when you have it? Because I don't want my mind to play games with me. So my coworker was telling me, you know, what happened. And the very next day I went to work, and my joints was hurting really bad. And I knew something was wrong because my body just wasn't feeling the right way. So what happened after that? I decided to go ahead and take the COVID test. I took 2 tests, the rapid and the PRC. My rapid test came back negative. That was 15 minutes right after, you know. But my PRC, I had to wait about 2 days to figure out, you know, if I was COVID positive. Looked at my results that night, and I found out that I was COVID. I had COVID. And I automatically got up because I was sleeping on the couch with my daughter. I automatically got up and went inside the room. When my daughter woke up, my daughter said, Mom, where are you? You know, because she's so used to me being with her, and we're sleeping on the couch or whatever. And I said, baby, mommy got COVID. And my daughter just bust out and started crying. And what hurt me so bad was the fact that I had COVID. And then not only that, but I couldn't be around my daughter. We had to completely be isolated from each other. I had to be in a room for 2 weeks with the door shut. Couldn't hug my daughter, couldn't kiss my daughter. And I'm a very affectionate parent. I love to make my daughter know that I love her and let her feel that I love her. So, you know, that was very upsetting that I wasn't able to really be around my child. I had to do everything separate from her. My plates, my forks. My auntie, she came over and brought over so many vitamins, and I thank her for that. Excuse me, but I just felt so out of place. And I will say, you know, with me having COVID at the time, I was eating once per day. So I'll eat once per day, and then after that, my stomach would be growling, but I couldn't eat anything else because I wasn't in the mood to eat anything. I did lose weight because of it. And, you know, it just showed me, and it just made me realize how important health is, and how at any moment things can happen to you. And not only did I catch COVID, my mother caught COVID as well. So it was my friend, my mother, and me. Okay, 3 of us caught COVID. When I tell you, anywhere that I go, I got to have a mask. I am not playing out here in these streets. It's that serious. And I thank God that I was able to beat COVID. My taste buds, I didn't completely lose my taste buds, but it just wasn't the same. Like, I love shrimp. So I was still eating shrimp here and there, but it just wasn't the same. My taste buds wasn't what it was supposed to be. And that was really irritating to me. And I did experience a lot of the symptoms, you know, which was my stomach not feeling good. I had to use the bathroom a lot of times. But I just want to tell anybody that knows somebody that has COVID, okay, anybody that knows someone who passed away from COVID, my condolences. COVID is real. It's nothing to play with. It's really, really nothing to play with at all. And I'm just very serious about it. I'm not the one to play with. I'm just not. When it comes to my health, sometimes it takes things to make you realize. And when I tell y'all, everywhere that I go, everything that I do, I got to have a mask on. And I'm so serious, y'all. I have my Minions mask. I have this mask. And I have a couple of more masks in the car just in case if I forget my mask, I'm on point with another one. I am so serious that anywhere that I go, it has to be outside. I don't want to be anywhere inside with anyone. So COVID is real, and I just wanted to share my story. Please make sure, because this is the thing that's so scary about COVID is you have so many people walking around that don't even know they got COVID because they're not experiencing anything, and they're passing COVID out to other people. Then you have people that know they got COVID, and they just don't give a damn. They just don't want to give up the lifestyle that they've been living. Listen, COVID taught me a lot of things about life. People in general, who's there for you, who's not there for you. I learned a lot through this COVID thing. So I encourage everybody to wash your hands, make sure you safe, do all the things that you have to do so you can be good, all right? And I just wanted to share my story, and y'all have a good day.